To this corner of the world came people from China and India, from Indonesia and Europe. And today we have a nation that is a kaleidoscope of many things and many people. We all belong to this fabric, having lent a stitch to make up a whole. Now we invite the world to see this tapestry. Established as a trading post in 1786, Penang has since become a melting pot for races and cultures from around the world. And now, as corner shops turn into skyscrapers, there is a part of Penang that has remained virtually untouched: its heritage buildings. The Penang Heritage Trust offers 2 walking tours and a trishaw tour. Led by a guide, tourists will be shown Penang's old city. As you walk, your guide will explain the rich history and significance of many of these heritage buildings. Come, join us on a journey through history. The first tour begins at Fort Cornwallis. This ancient fort marks the point where Francis Light and his crew landed in 1786. As you move on, you will then see Penang City and town halls. As you proceed down Kapitan Kiling Street, you will see St. George's Church. It is Kapitan Kiling, also known as the Street of Harmony, that perhaps illustrates Penang's multiracial, multicultural community best. On Kapitan Kiling, you will be able to find the Goddess of Mercy Temple, the Indian temples, the Muslim Kapitan Kiling Mosque.
Now along the street, Avenue Street, this is where Anna and the King was shot. Gate of the palace, yeah? It was just above here.
We are now at the Alatas Mansion. Achin Street Mosque during Friday prayers.
Now what you're looking at is simply called Ku Kong Si. The Kus are among the richest Chinese in Penang.
At Ku Kong Si, the ancestral home of the Ku clan, this building is not only used for religious ceremonies, but a place to entertain guests from all around the world. Starting from the Penang Museum, tourists can rent trishaws. Now you can sit back and see the streets of Georgetown in style. The Penang Museum is also the starting point for the second Heritage Walking Tour. Walking down Love Lane, you will pass the Carpenters Guild. This association of Cantonese carpenters is responsible for the building of most of the city's heritage buildings. After turning on to Lee Street, you will see a large blue mansion. This is Chong Fat Si.
Started in 1898, took him 8 years to complete. We also have cast iron from McFarlane and Company, Glasgow. Yeah, no fence, you can't really see, but it's there. We have Victorian floor tiles from Stoke-on-Trent, Staffordshire, England. We have 48 beautiful Art Nouveau English stained glass in that mansion. Chinese architecture, 38 rooms, 5 courtyards, 7 staircases, 220 windows.
Recently renovated and returned to its original glory, this building is one of the gems on Penang's heritage crown. It won the UNESCO Heritage Award for Most Excellent Project in the year 2000. There are many other heritage sites on the tour that we have not had time to mention. Places like the Old Christian Cemetery, Bengali Mosque, and many others. Beyond that, there are numerous other heritage buildings in Penang. They're not on the tours. Penang has one of the largest collections of pre-war buildings of any city in the world.
Stunning. That Chinese temple should certainly be in the World Heritage.
A little bit of tradition, a little bit of historic buildings are very important. They break the monotony of the inevitable and necessary skyscrapers.
We've had a most enjoyable tour, and one of the things that's so nice is to see the old colonial style buildings and the buildings that are part of Penang's heritage. It's beautiful to see them.
Another classic heritage building is the E&O Hotel. Built in 1884, the E&O Hotel, by 1927, was being advertised as the premier hotel of the Suez.
I was here in the early 50s, and I'm glad to see the E&O is still there and looks the same.